everyone, Me-Phone here, and Tyler Beast here. Welcome to the second day of the NBA play-in tournaments. The next one, as we are ready to take things on, it's the 9th versus the 10th seed of the game. Big matchups are coming back down right toward the range as we are looking right toward in the zones. But as right now, Test Tube's got a good feeling with these two teams. They've been playing them here before. As we're not really sure what's going to happen with the only spot on the team left. So there might be only one that could definitely win it all. But others may have to be for anybody. Because without Jimmy Butler on the team, it's hard enough to tell if Tyler Hero has a chance. But the point of it for now is for Lonzo Ball and their guys, they are just trying to see if they can try to win it over the Miami Heat. But this might be a hard chance to play in the game. So they could able to win the game or not. Without Toronto Raptors, it's kind of feel like it's a little hard and rumble taking, of course. They couldn't get this win without an accomplishment to do everything. Well, as you may have already mentioned it before, as Miami Heat already played against the Bulls, they took a win. And with that one, they weren't able to try to keep it all in tightness of the game. But as Ravine says for now, will they have a chance to make the win? What's your take here, Test Tube? Well, my take is I'm going to go with the Heat. I'm saying for Tyler Hero, he has been one of the biggest on their support, so he's going to get all of it done. And I got a great feeling for him that he's really doing so well with Andrew Wiggins, Duncan Robinson doing so well. I guess those three are going to definitely be terrific on the blockage. I think we're about to be seeing him take it down. Alright, thank you so much, sir. Test Tube, couldn't get the job out of it done, but it looks like it's going to be amazing. For the starting head coaches for the Heat, we have is Eric Spoelstra for Miami Heat. And for the players we have is Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, then Andrew Wiggins, Bam Adebayo, and Kyle Ware. These are your starting line groups for Miami Heat. And for the Bulls head coach, the other side as we are looking for, Billy Donovan, looking to see what he can definitely do, talking forward to find out if they pass it or not. Here are the rest of the players: Lonzo Ball, Kobe White, Josh Giddey, Mateus Bazelis, Nikola Vucevic. Now let's get you down here to get started for tonight's presentation. Now standing by, I have one of our big takes here, as Paintbrush will be in here on the court, and he is with Terry Crews, and of course, the other side of it, as we have coverage here, Allie LaForce for tonight's game. We'll see you all later, everybody, for the post-game show after this. In the meantime, I will be seeing what's going on over there on the other side of it as soon as it goes in. Now, let's play ball. Heat, Bulls. Next on 2K Sports. 9 vs 10 seed starts now. Tonight, let's see what happens as Scott takes it all.
Option A is from Irv Gotti in my team. Brandon Roy going to work, shakes loose, and double clutches the dunk. Full rotation, full power, and the foul. A great reward card, making a great play. And their opponent is Jay Brooklyn in the Basketball Gods event. Working out on the baseline, bending for a quick double bounce drill through the legs. The layup has a little mag on it too, between two block attempts. Supernatural submission, but is it enough to win your vote?
I hope y'all saw what I just did.
What's your choice? They're both nice, but which one is your top play of the week? We're looking for posts on social media with the hashtag 2KTVWOW and your gamer tag. What catches our eye? Awesome assists and sensational scoring plays. So send them our way. Thanks, everyone. Hope you're lighting the beam out there in Season 6. See ya!
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. It's pit night here in Chicago, Illinois, as we're ready to start the post of the play-in tournament. Hi everybody, I am Paintbrush and I am here with my broadcast partner with Terry Crews, and the center report is Ali LaForce. Tonight, as we see the 9th versus the 10th seed, the win to get in for the battle for the 8th seed as the Bulls take on against the number 10 seed, Miami Heat. Big plays out there as we're seeing things going on before as we are looking toward in the game. For the matchups we have is Tyler Hero. He's with Alonzo Ball. Geddy's right toward it with Kobe White. Duncan Robinson is with Wiggins. Mateus Villas and Bam Adebayo are the key guards, and Vucevic and Ware are the center guards for tonight's game. It's going to be a one wild and a big chance out there, so it's going to be anything. Let's make it out there clear. Heat wins the tip-off, and we are underway here at United Center. As the start, we'll put it in. Here's Tyler Hero. The pass now finds again to Duncan Robinson. He's right toward the corner on White. Robinson tries to give it over, now finding to Adebayo. Give to Hero. Here's the finish on the driver, and that shot will miss off the target here. That will be a first miss for Miami. Kobe White. Look this way down, right toward the Hero. And ball's loose. It's stolen by Hero. And Hero looks like he was able to try to knock the ball out of loose hands out there. It looks like Robinson got a piece of it. That might have been the problem with that. Adebayo now finds to get to Wiggins. Wiggins looks to find Adebayo. Adebayo looks to Robinson. Robinson over White with a teardrop floater. Got it to go. This will be the first two-pointer to start off for the Miami Heat. Now, here's the confidence with Duncan Robinson. He's really all for pressure. And 2 for 2 on his good start range. Made a little bit of appearances trying to get it all as he can. I know it's not very difficult for him, but he really has it all. But they assume to be playing it like they did for him. Not anybody's good at it. It just went hard. I mean, not really anybody's playing it for real well. Here's Hero right toward the wing. Looks the pass finding Robinson. Robinson passes to Adebayo. Adebayo rolls to Ware for 2. Starts off with a big 2-point dropper as Ware has his first bucket of the game. Look how good that is now for Ware. He really had a lot of pressure to give it all the good sense. I mean, had a little bit of a nice confidence. Here's Vucevic up for Adebayo, and that shot won't bug it in, and this will be another miss for Chicago. Adebayo slows it down. Gives the pass to Robinson. Robinson gives it over to Adebayo. Now he finds it again to Wiggins. Wiggins looking in trouble. Trying to pass on Josh Giddey. For the 2. Rolls in and out. Vucevic with the rebounding now. Gives it over again to Giddey, again to White. Look for some scoring droughts for a drive and denied by Wiggins. That'll be his first rejection of the night for Andrew Wiggins, the first block for Miami. Well, that started off very quickly. I mean, that must have been Andrew Wiggins with his first block of the game. He really took it all. Now as Ware is right toward the wing. Over Vucevic, and good. Ware makes another 2-pointer. First timeout given by Chicago Bulls with 4:18 to go. Well, that started out very badly for in the first quarter. I mean, it doesn't really start making appearances to give it all to him. And what they say now is that we did not start liking to do all to their better chance. You know, it definitely really took it over. Now there's nobody that's given a wide open look. Well, as we're being censored right now, I mean, we've definitely seen that Tyler Hero is one of our biggest supports here. And for anything, he really shown a lot what his contribution is. But you definitely noticing how he definitely did, it was nothing but he has been showing him for, because when he definitely first started playing, he never messes up with anything. And with that one giving him a little bit of a better night, he really had shown everything. And because of what he does done for, he really did everything with his all-star. Now he's definitely looking like he wants to get up to the next level and get to his next career. Ah, yes, the higher status for Tyler Hero. He's really been like a phenomenon. And I have to believe you on that. The status for this game, he's really like on the best for the 2023 to 24. But it looks like that most points, he's been turning out that great here for this year by 24-25 season. Just 23.9. Looks like the average is putting up a lot higher. And we'll look for rebound in the games for the last 30 days in the league leaders. 45.9 in time between with the Celtics. Sometimes it doesn't make anything that useful, but when you're doing this for real takes, try to take your time and effort. It's just hard when everybody gets. Here's ball right toward the corner. As Vucevic sets up some sort of screen on Hero. Turns it over. Here's ball. That shot no good. Hero makes his own rebound, and he has his second rebound of the night. On Wiggins is right toward on the opposite side of the zone. Wiggins passes over now, finding Adebayo. Adebayo now finds it over to Wiggins. He looks to Hero. Hero fades, looks to Wiggins. Wiggins up for the two. Great try by Wiggins as he gets it over two. And Hero with the assist. Looks like that makes that a huge driving play action out there. Where's the defense? Vucevic fakes. Where on him? Off to White. White for two. No good. Where with his own rebound? Where slows it down. We'll try to change it over. Now find Hero. Here's the cut and a foul. And he goes down to the floor as Hall comes in to help him out. That's a good communication out there. Good sportsmanship, but not hard puts up too much foul to keep it good. You see, that bumps up in too much of a hard contact play. That really has taken it over. First free throw coming up for Miami. This will be Tyler Hero at the free throw line, shooting two. And that foul is not putting a nice responsive for the Bulls. This is what happens with he doesn't start often late. You know, don't play it like when you do for an event or defense, because when you have no patience, you have no chance. New change-ups coming in for the Heat and for the Bulls. 3 players are checked on the court, 3 players checked off the court. As right now as Bam Adebayo moves over to center. Hawkins Jr. is on the court. And as the other side of it, for the Bulls, 4 players checked on the court. The second free throw for Hero is good. Second timeout let called by Chicago Bulls with only 3:04 to go. He noticing before, but we are looking at an interview to show what happens with Billy Donovan. He really has nothing to say because what has happened with, and he never knows how he definitely tried to get all of it, but his post-game interviews that he really has done for. Because most of the time, better part of a year, was nothing to say. The coach has given it all piled it, and down he went.
I mean, I think for us, kind of said it, right when training camp started, we don't run, we're done. We've got to run, and I give our guys a lot of credit in terms of the way they've gotten themselves in condition to do that. And, that's how we've been playing. But, there's a lot of things that goes into that from the standpoint that, we got to be able to rebound, got to be able to defend without fouling, and we got to take care of the ball. And some of those things have been issues for us. And I think when we can, do a good job in those 3 areas, generally it allows us to play out in transition and allows us to play faster. So, I think the group's unselfish. They move the ball, they share the ball. I think that you want guys being aggressive, when they have shots, and I think they, encourage each other to do that. But, I think I've said this before, the whole has got to be, greater than the parts, and hopefully they all can kind of play off each other and make each other better.
Lucky kid out there for Billy Donovan. He's been really like anybody like he could be a hero. Yeah, of course, I know for Billy Donovan, he's been like all the best time in his effort. His life is definitely a huge win. There's a lot of great takes out there. There's a lot of it being done. Oh, here comes Mitchell. The alley-oop. Missed it off target. This will be off to Mitchell, and he will try to slow things down. A little too hard amount of contact out there. That Anderson's really not really getting enough pace out there. He's got to see what he can do. Down to 5. Hawkins backs it up. No good. That's rebounded by Adebayo. Second chance on opportunity. Back to Anderson. Down to 5. Hawkins. Middle. Good. Hawkins makes the layup as he has his first bucket against the Bulls. Pretty good drive afterwards. I mean, coming out from UCLA, he's been really one of the better dominant on his effort there for playing for his first NBA career as a rookie by 2023-24 season. And for now, he's definitely like he's on the next level. Anderson's right from outside. He looks over to Mitchell. Mitchell. A pass to Hawkes. Hawkes up. That misses again. This will be another miss here. And now as Herter is on the other way. Herter taking his time. Backs up, pulls the jumper, got it to go. We are now on the board as Kevin Herter with his first bucket. Stayed quiet out that long, but now they finally got their bucket in. Mitchell, the pass to Larson. Larson looks for room for play adjustments. The three for Mitchell. Trade-off shot, no good. Here's Adebayo. Got him to roll in. Passing it right toward the opposite side of the zone as Adebayo with his first bucket. And off to Herter. Ball's loose. Rebounded by Herter. Herter crossing the move. And this one goes another two-pointer for Kevin Herter. 2 for 2 on the line. Only 40 seconds left. Mitchell slows things down. He now finds Larson. Larson looks to Hawkes Jr. Hawkes Jr. trying to wait impatiently. Mitchell got Adebayo up. Got a fadeaway shot. Tough timing, but he made it in that clearly. That's Hawkes Jr. with the assist. It's kind of hard to make that one with a drive. I mean, he got it in no time. Nice effort. Here's Williams up for 2, and the foul will be on the Heat. Hawkes Jr. with his first personal and their first team foul goes to Miami. Just under 20 seconds remaining in the first quarter. As now at the free throw line, as Williams heads to the free throw line shooting 2. Well, for Billy Donovan, he's really like getting out for Williams, and whenever he says so, I mean, all what happens with a better way to have it than that, and because of what is better use on his effort. Remember the last game, Josh Giddey. He was insane to make the half-court shot here after playing against the Los Angeles Lakers. He's really like on a big end of the effort tank, and he's been really keeping it forward too. You got a great feeling of it, you got a good connection out of it. I've got to say now that the Bulls been a dominant effort. It's a big celebration win, and you got to keep it going. After a big substitution here for the Heat, here comes Williams. He makes a fifth drive. Now on the court, Terry Rozier III. Been able to be in the starting 5, but now he's in a substitution. Rozier. And here's Larson. Will he take a 3? No, it rolls in and out. That ends the first quarter, a 16-7 game. They're up by 9 for the Heat. We'll start off strong, but we'll be back soon after this. If you're just joining us here, we welcome you back, and we're ready to get the things off to start the second quarter. The Bulls have been trying to dominate here in the first quarter, but it looks like they might be coming back. Well, I say so now. I mean, paintbrush. I mean, it doesn't make anything to happen, but all they say now is that the Bulls have been really trying to work it off really hard, and not really anyone has been playing it out to the difficult nights. Maybe they might be just making a comeback afterwards. Who knows? Let's see what they can do for it. I bet you. Starting on groups for the Chicago Bulls, Kobe White is with the Golden State. Phillips is right toward in the corner. And then it's Giddey right toward in the wing. And on the other side, we have his Burks. He's with Rozier III. Fed across is Nesmith. And the other side of it, we have is Ware and Highsmith. And Adebayo's right towards center. Rozier finds the pass to Adebayo, tries to give it over. Pull-up motion, good. Adebayo drops it in for number 2. He has 6 points. Looks how well that Adebayo's been reaching it over this one. You remember the last postseason, they already won against the Dallas Mavericks here by the 2K24, and what they did was they've really been kept on coming back because all what they did for now, they didn't really think it was going to be happening afterwards. Here's a status look here for Terry Rozier by the season. Terry Rozier's been on fire right now. I mean, he's really like on the best take here. I mean, he's really been pushing all his limit. I love how his energy's put in the effort. Gotta give all of it. Rozier now finds Adebayo. Waits patient, now finds Rozier. Over Giddey. Good D by Giddey. Giddey's got his first rebound of the night, and he will now have it over the other way. Pass to White. Reporter from LA LaForce talking in from Eric Spoelstra as he makes it clear. And what something happened is, guys, he really took everything. Yeah, he did for some better reasons. And for Eric Spoelstra, a big December head coach of the season with Miami, he really is showing a lot of it. I mean, he's been on the best of the play this year. I mean, he's worked off really hard. I mean, we really have a lot of motion out there. It's been like a better domination that he's putting in with a lot of effort. Here's Highsmith, following with the block by Ware. Off to Burks. Adebayo. Back to Burks. Highsmith over White. Good. Makes another 2-pointer in for the Heat. Burks with his assist as Highsmith with 2. Pretty good communication effort. I mean, I love the status has been really rolling in here just so well. I don't know what's going to keep on happening, but they've really been going in. 3 seconds. This will be a traveling on Vucevic. This will be another turnover for the Bulls. And the lead leader is putting in for an opponent points. 104.9 in third place. Topping the range out there might be a difficult key. I mean, they've really been looking in some art keys to make a mention. It didn't really seem to be like they weren't going to keep it all that they got. Burks slides back, now finds Highsmith. Rozier. Back to Burks. Over White. Another miss by Miami. Here's Giddey right toward the other way as he'll try to give it back to White. Pull around, now finds Giddey. Giddey. Trying to set up a screen, now finds it over to White. And now he finds Basilis. Basilis spins a move over on Ohio. Another miss by Chicago. They are such a cold on the effort. They are just losing their strategy out there. I don't know what's going on with the Bulls team. I mean, they're more favored to be dominant out there. They might have to see what they can do to try to handle it. Rozier now finds it over again. Burks slides back for 2. Another bucket drops in for Burks. He has his 4 points in a game. Well, you hear the crowd, you hear the response effort. I mean, they're not liking it everything. I mean, that first half is definitely terrible. Kobe White misses a 3. A lot of fans disappointing out there in United Center. They're not showing off everything. Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely like how bad it went. And now for Burks and their team, they're going to be losing everything. Highsmith now finds Adebayo. Looks to Ware around the move. Good D by Vucevic. 3 minutes left in the first half of the game as Giddey tries to hold things on. Giddey. Racing in. Dish over to Vucevic. On the move. Takes it back. Gets an arm for a chance. And Ware blocks the shot. 2 times in a row as Vucevic only has 2. 1 out of 5 on a field goal. Oh, wow. Ware's been doing really well. I think he had a little bit more range better than Adebayo. I don't know what he did, but he really took everything. Alex Burke, 6 points in a game. And now as they will take a timeout on the court with 2:23, it'll be the Bulls. 26-9. They've been crushing in the first half, but not able to pick up in the second half. Yeah, I don't know what's going on now. I mean, it looks like that Bulls are definitely need to find another key to get into motion. Coming up will be the halftime report as this will be a start-off cold for the Bulls. As for Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny Jet Smith and Shaq O'Neal will be standing on by for some big play actions. First half seemed to be a little bit not so cool at all, but they did seem like it was not easy enough to stand the playouts. There'll be all game skier coming up after the first half. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've been waiting for, the Stanley Cup playoffs is heading away to Son of Beast for the 4th time here of the season. And this will be ready to take on its next launch starting on May 3rd, as we are shortening up the game a bit to best of 3. You may have noticed what happened with other games. First and second round will stay with best of 3. That will be a little bit changing difference here from games 1 to 5. Then, for the conference finals, this will stay the same, as well as the Stanley Cup final will be all 7 games. Don't miss your chance here, only on Son of Beast, beginning on May 3rd. Get ready for the Bracket Challenge. As for players are already subbed on the court, Smith is ready to take things on. It's over now to find over to Williams. And a pass the ball. Oh, wow! The ball just shows up quickly, and they got that slam on the throwdown. There's the crowd. I mean, there's the love and the respect. Down to 2 minutes in the first half as Hero looks it over again to Wiggins. Looks to Ware.
2 minutes remaining in this.
Ware looks again to Wiggins.
2 minutes.
Ware. Round the bottom. Solid performance by Williams and a defender to stop by Wiggins. Williams. Turner for 3. Another miss in the 3-pointer. They could have get that back down afterwards. Yeah, this didn't really work out that well. I mean, they need to start making some big pointers. Anderson will now make some new changes here. Off to Hero. Hero passes to Wiggins. Hero, Ware, step around the fade, and good. Ware makes another 2-pointer. And 6. And Hero with the assist. Ball's right turn outside. Ball looking it over. Williams. Coming out. Cut in motion. Finding Collins. First shot for Collins is no good. Wiggins with his own rebound. He has his first. And Wiggins now finds again to Anderson. Anderson backing up a bit. Hero. Go for 3. That will be a miss here by Miami. Off to Collins. There it goes. Another throw down right toward the middle. And a pass by Williams with the assist. Look how strong that is. 28-13. He may make it drop it. Hero now finds the pass to Larson. Backs it up. Over now to Hero. Hero. Side step up. Missed the jumper. As Ball puts it in with another rebound, he now is off the further for 3. And he finally had the answer. Got me a 3-pointer for Kevin Herter to make it a close game, 28-16. First quarter is definitely turning out bad, but the second quarter might stay the same. And as for Hero, you will exit the first half with 28-16. That's a 2 for the first half, but don't worry, we'll be back with a second half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Things were going Miami's way from the beginning. Looking absolutely unstoppable off the tip, they put together a masterful 12-0 run. At the end of 1, they were already up 9. Then in quarter number 2, they actually increased their intensity to pull further out in front, finishing with a double-digit advantage at the half. Shaq, your thoughts on the Heat?
They're running the offense beautifully for this one. Looking for good looks. The confidence looks sky high. It's going to be hard for that defense to restrict their floor.
And Kenny, let's get your input on the Bulls.
It's not hard to see while they're down. They're not even shooting 35%. They've got to come up with some new ways. If they can create better shots, then they have a better chance.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
You've been watching the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Welcome back to United Center at downtown in Chicago as we're ready to get started for the third quarter. As we're looking over toward the Miami Heat, big plays come in fruition. And as for Herter, they've really been looking like he's given a good start. Yeah, I say the big start's definitely really like all for anybody, but he's really like a best player in the town. Just say this, when Herter makes it easy enough, I mean, he really had it all simple. We start the third quarter. Glad you have us back with us. Let's get started and arrange. Big groups here for tonight as Vucevic is with Kobe White. And Giddey's right toward the wing. And Marcellus is right toward him. And Ball right to point guard. A lot of miscommunication afterwards. It looks like Lonzo Ball's not really like pushing the P effort. He's really not getting all of it done. He's got to try to find another way out. Robinson. Off to where? 6:30 left to go in the third. Round the move. That one misses off to start the third quarter. And Giddey on his way to White. Here he comes. Misses again. That's on the bio with a rebound. Robinson. Wiggins. To a corner. Now finds on the bio. On the bio. Go back over again to Wiggins. Wiggins. Slows down. Hero on the cut. Drive, bucket one! Hero, what a take-in! He really took it all. That's no offensive on the drive afterwards. That Hero was putting in a big effort. Watch what pass made. Here's the cut, that foul, bucket one. My goodness, that Hero's been lucky enough to have it here. Free throw coming up for Tyler Hero, shooting one. And this will be another field trip to the free throw line for Miami. Hero makes the free throw. He has 5 points in this game. Nothing seemed to be impossible for him. Not always. I mean, you really have to try to get all of it with this better effort. I mean, it doesn't really make any appearances. I don't think so. After a three-pointer by Nikola Vucevic, here's Hero. Trying again to Wiggins. Wiggins. Find Robinson. Over now to Ware. Looks now to Hero. Hero. Jumper. Up to Adebayo. Fades. Hero. Looks running out of time and he's out of room. This will change over to Bulls ball with 5:24 left on the third. You have no time and no patience left. If you have nowhere to go, you have to shoot it away. Now he has no time to get some plenty of steps. He loses his balance, not getting a good effort. Giddey right turn wing, and it's stolen by Ware. Ware with his second steal of the night, and he knocks it over. Busilla is back the other way, makes a steal. And foul by Ware. He's been knocking very hard on Lonzo Ball. 5:05 left to go in the third. Talking from Ali LaForce, that he knows that Lonzo Ball's definitely really one of the best things out there. And what his quote makes it in for Lonzo Ball, he's been on his next higher status out there. You know, when he says from his better range to that, he has a lot of his quotations that he's been able to do for something. There's a lot of things that are going to happen. You can't necessarily control all the time, but if you control what you do, after it happens, you have to make it through. That's just why he makes it practicing a lot harder to get the going. Ware checked out as Hawkins Jr. checked in as Adebayo moves over to the center. As he makes the first free throw, he's looking like he's comfortable enough. Does he make him a good effort to make him a star? I'd probably say so for Lonzo Ball. He might be on a higher range. I mean, a tight contest is definitely like the range for between LeBron James, Brandon Ingram, or even, of course, for Jimmy Butler, Stephen Curry. I mean, there's a lot of hard contemplations for Lonzo Ball as being trying to keep all what he got for him. But he might need to give some higher chances if he can get there. Three-pointer makes it in for Duncan Robinson. He has 4 points, and only had one during the season. Only 4:35 left to go in the third. Giddy slides it back. White for three. No good. Never missed by Chicago Bulls. Hawkins Jr. with his own rebound, now finding again Hero. Here he goes, foul, and nothing here. That'll be Giddy with his first foul, second team foul on Chicago. This is how bad it went. Chicago Bulls have not been playing it dominantly. It looks like there's a lot of winning percentage here for Miami Heat and Chicago. Free throw coming up for Tyler Hero as he's at the free throw line shooting two. Hero drops the first free throw. On with new changes. As right now, as a new substitution comes in, Wiggins is checked out. And checking back on the court, it's Mitchell. And for the Bulls, Phillips is checked in. And he drops the second one. Well, he's definitely like on a constipation right now. I mean, every season he's really been dominating the effort. I mean, the last on the highlights he's been showing how well that Tyler Hero's been doing for him. I mean, this is one of the better games. It's been like keeping it going for him. That he didn't really think he was able to keep it all, and he's got it covered. And for sometimes he just says that Jay, Trey, Luka. I feel my name should be changing into the category here too. He really has been like showing things off today. I'm not going to slow things down here. I'm just going to like give it all what I've got because that's what I do for. Bucket one! Robinson! He knocks it with one hand drive and the foul counts it in. Wow, Vucevic already been disappointed out there. Now as the free throw coming in, Duncan Robinson's going to show how it's done. One free throw coming in for Duncan Robinson. After a bucket drive, they'll have another Miami set percentage on a free throw, 347. Well, you could definitely make on that take. I mean, it's okay to do for, but sometimes you're not going to get it successful enough to give some better key on the effort. This drive is definitely impossible. They need to start something strong enough to get out things staying alive. If they don't start well, it'd be a big problem. They're never going to get it up then. Robinson misses the free throw. Phillips right toward away. On his way down, makes it up. Take a good drive here as Kobe White with his first jam and got his first bucket in. Now Miami Heat calls a timeout with 3:32. I love this drive for White. Take a look at the fans. They've got a great start. 3:32 to go, only 37-25. Big on a sling. Bulls trying to show some comeback rallies while we take a break and we come back with you shortly after this. The NBA Play-In Tournament on 2K Sports is brought to you by American Express. Don't live life without it. Your local Kia dealers. Official auto trade of the NBA. And by AT&T 5G. Connecting changes everything. As we take a look over here about our regular season with Josh Giddey, he made this half-court shot. Stephen Curry was realizing he was reacting to this one point, but he didn't really figure it out if Josh Giddey made that half-court shot. Let's see, right there. Is that really a half-court shot, or is that really possible? I would say so now. I mean, he's really like how impossible he gets it through. I mean, but Josh Giddey makes it out impossible everything. Hey, this is what happens. He makes it done everything. He's doing really well. And how about the status for Patrick Williams for this season? Well, the last 4 games typically turned out to be very better than this part of the game. I don't see what's going on with this, but hey, let's make it clear. No one has a better right aggression to make it in, but I have no aggression to do to die down for it. Mitchell now finds it over to Adebayo. Adebayo passes over to Robinson. Robinson, up the drive, rolls in and out. Got a little fancy move here, but couldn't get the ball in the net. Here's a 3 for Giddey. That's missed on the opposite side of a target. 3 minutes left in the third quarter as Adebayo is right toward it away. So as right now, Mitchell moves it in, pumps up a shot, and good. Mitchell with a number 2-pointer. That'll be his first. Adebayo with the assist. No, this is definitely how hard it gets bad at worse already. I mean, there is no opposite to slow things down. They've really been pushing over. White, and he got it. Makes a 3-pointer as Mookie White tries to settle down. Now down by 12. Not done yet. They still have a lot more to go. Mitchell, stolen by White. Here they come. Bulls on a rush. Phillips, slides back, layup. No good. Robinson with his own rebound, and he has his first. Robinson out there again to find it to Mitchell. Mitchell looks it over, trying to get the pass to Adebayo. Around him, oh my! Adebayo, he done it again. 8 points. He just makes a fancy move, and now the timeout by the Chicago Bulls. Well, there's no way that they've been able to try to like step things along the board. I mean, I don't know what's going on. I mean, it looks like they lost their effort. Now, as we're looking off the playoff picture here, as the last night's game, as we already been seeing things, Timberwolves are already in a battle in the 7th seed. They already won that game, and they'll be playing against the Houston Rockets on the other side. And for the Magic, they will be playing at Boston by the time as we're getting ready to start things off for the playoffs by the day of April 19th. So that'll be all games to keep your eyes and appearances for the next one. As you may have already noticed here, guys, but as right now, April 21st will be the start of the NBA presentation of the playoffs. It will be presented by SoFi. All games are always on the line, so get all of you what you have. And for the game, for this one, it's presented by SoFi anyway, but now the game will be presented by Google Pixel. Get yours what you want, because there'll be other games coming underway. And then as they're waiting the team, as they're looking for someone to give some open looks, we'll have some waiting teams here in advantage. Remember, the team that lost the last time is Atlanta Hawks. And they'll have to play against Miami or Chicago. But Miami might be the deal for the battle of the rematch between Florida and Atlanta. I believe so. I mean, I felt like that this could be a great rematch for them. I mean, they've been playing it so well. How they can handle it, I know they did. As for the Grizzlies, they'll be waiting for its next opponent, no matter in the range between Dallas or Sacramento. Mitchell. Larson now finds it over again. The outside of Highsmith. Rolls up and denied. Oh my, we got a big first block here for the Bulls. Well, there's the answer. I mean, you got a good putback here. That looks like Smith got it. Here's Herter. Pass to Collins. Back step. No good. As Anderson, both men traffic. Tries to back things up, but couldn't get the bucket in. Mitchell. Slows down. Out finds Burks. Burks into her middle. Bounce pass to Larson. Around Williams. Rebound by Anderson. He goes up. And a solid D by Zach Collins. Williams is right toward the wing. 45 seconds up in the third quarter. Williams is right toward the top of the key. Almost loose and stolen by Highsmith. Fast break. Alley-oop to Burks. Lost his hand. His timing went off. Herter up. That rolls in and out. Oh man, I don't know what the shot made it in here. I thought that it was going to be making it in. It's a big timing. Burks turned outside, now find Mitchell. Mitchell looks to Larson. 9 seconds to shoot. 9 seconds in the game. Off to Highsmith. Over Smith. And good. Highsmith with 4 points in the game. A 43-28 score. White. Throwing half court. Oh, he almost made it in there. But couldn't get the half court shot made it. And that ends the third quarter. It is a 43-28 game. One more quarter to go in Chicago. Man, they've been dominating on the killer. Will they get it back? Or will this end here? Find out when the fourth quarter begins after these messages. You're watching the NBA Play-In Tournaments presented by SoFi. And a moment now to reveal the State Farm assist of the game. Now here's what the pressure makes sense here. I love the pass when puts in for Tyler here at the Burks. And here's what did happen to Rozier. He got a great pass over to Burks. He made a great timing angle. I mean, just one take. I mean, doesn't get happening. We are now at the fourth quarter. Hope you're having fun with us. But a little bit of it disappointing with the game here in the first half. Well, let's find out what they can do in the second half. Here are the starting groups from Miami. Heroes with Adebayo. And Robinson's right toward the wing. Ware's towards center. And Wiggins from outside. Heroes starts off to Wiggins. Wiggins up with a shot. Type this on a gamble, but good stop by Ballistics. Wiggins, only two-pointer, didn't really stand a chance. After a miss by Alonzo Ball, he now finds Ware again on Adebayo. Looks to Ware. Ware pass, finds Adebayo. Adebayo, ooh, took it over a bit, and he couldn't get a pass open enough to Duncan Robinson. Ball right toward him. Full assist for outside. Got it. Three-pointer touches in the flow. 43-31. Hero slowing it down a little bit, trying to look for some open room. A lot of time left as Wiggins tries to roll around. Over the middle, Ware up. And he goes down, makes the bucket. But he's grabbing his knee. It looks like they're going to have to give somebody else a replacement. Oh, this is not good for Miami. They were really like just giving over, and he's been dumped out. He bumped in his leg, and he's done.
Heat substitution.
Kevin Love will be setting in on the court to replace him for Ware. He has finished it, but we'll have a check on the review here over the one of officials right now, as this will be stop and play motion. Kevin Love decides to use his timeout with only 5:34 to go in the fourth quarter. A lot of big frustrations here for the center, but as for Ware, it comes to the end. Let's check out the monitor play and see what's going on, guys. All right, Brain Brush, thank you so much. And here's what happened with this play. Take a look at what happened to Ware over here. Here's the pass after this happened with Wiggins. Here's what happened to Ware. He was up in his range, but what happened was his awkward step. He went for his left leg first, and then when he came down, he went bouncing, and he went down right toward the floor. This was a big problem for right in toward the range here, as Ware wasn't able to try to hold things on. He couldn't get this thing done because of what happened with Ware. He was bouncing in too soon. Watch the leg over here, right toward the wing, and when you're looking it over right toward him, here's what happens. That leg over here, he makes that one hard, and this is what happens. He went from left leg first before he went to his right leg next. This is definitely kind of questionable of how that happened with Ware, and playing him before was definitely kind of in bruised control. He really took a shatter and he went down on the floor. That's going to leave a mark here for Ware, and he's definitely been pulled out. We'll have to wait here and find out what's going on with Ware, but his speedy recovery will be a replacement to give it all what he has been doing for. We're glad enough to have him all with 4 quarters done, but as for always, we can't forget about him. Back to you, Paintbrush. Alright guys, thank you so much here. And as for Ware, we will have a speedy recovery, and hopefully we'll see him back on the court again real soon for the 7:30 win to get in, the battle for the 8th seed. Yeah, it's been definitely kind of like an absolute on the game here. I know this is kind of like a big frustration for him, but hey, let's make it fact. It's definitely what they choose for to give it all they've got. And as for the other side of it, coming up will be the Mavs and the Kings, ready to take on at American Airlines Center. It will be our big impact to brace yourselves to get ready for the next matchup, as the other side will be Kevin Marlin and the crew. That'll be all games coming up here at 9:30 sharp. Make sure to mark your calendars down and get your notification bells on so you don't miss it out. Games coming up after this. And as a big 5 substitutions right on the court for the Bulls. Whereas right now, only 3 players are checked out, 3 players are checked in. Talking about the force, what happened with Ware, and he's really definitely been broken out, and he has been bruised. He went to the medical room, and he's definitely been speculating out that his leg went first, and he definitely didn't have the right response on the effort, as it turned to be off and done. That'll be the end for his night. We'll see him back again real soon. Yeah, it's definitely like a big impossible, but that's what the true thing happens. Make it fair. 3-pointer makes it in for Nikola Vucevic. Looks like a tight game. Looks like he will have to try to beat over Ware as he's already in a medical room. Final 5 minutes presented by Adidas. Hero finds Robinson. Adebayo. 3 for Hero. Kaboom! Makes it from outside as he gets a 3-pointer. He has 10. Ball against Hero. And look at this pass play by Josh Giddey as Lonzo Ball dishes it off quickly. How do you like the fans now? I mean, now this is definitely a closer game. They have a lot of time left. They got to keep moving. Hero on ball. Try to watch him closely. Over to Rozier. Up it goes. Nice D by White. He pulls with a rebound with only 4:10 to go. Ball outside for 3. That's another miss by Chicago. Robinson rolls it over again, now finding again Adebayo. And he'll dish it over to Robinson. Robinson looking around. Now he finds Hero. No man, 3-pointer for Rozier. And it's good, bring it back the other way. Rozier has his 3-pointer after a Hero with the assist. While he's been quiet again, I mean, now he's definitely got a 3-pointer. Well done. And White shows how it's done as he makes a one-hand dunk down. Here, turn outside. Giving it Adebayo. Adebayo looks again at Rozier the third. Over White. Tough contest shot, but he makes it in as another 2-pointer puts in for Rozier. And as it goes with Adebayo with the assist. Ball turned outside, now finds Giddey. White for 3. That's no good again. Adebayo holding a piece of it. 2:50 left remaining in the 4th quarter. Adebayo with no room. Jump up. No good. Adebayo missing our 2-pointer attempt at the free throw line. Willis up and goes up and fouled by Wiggins. That'll be the first foul on Miami. 2:35 left to go in the 4th quarter. We'll get a chance to try to pull it back in to get near down by 13. Well, he was almost going to make that fancy move, but he makes a spin and he just caused a foul. He's been dropping a little bit too hard of it to make that one contest play. I mean, that's definitely like a bad luck, but he really had to be showing off carefully.
Take a break. 2 shots.
Willis makes the first free throw. Rozier is checked off the court. Anderson's replaced for Miami Heat. As our players are moving in positions, Anderson moves to center. Adebayo moves to power forward. And he doesn't take the second free throw. Here's Anderson. Hasn't still scored yet in this quarter. Looks to Guro. Wants to go for Anderson. Over Vucevic. Good one, Mike, and he now has his point on the board. Good assist by Tyler Hero. He's dropping another one here. Timeout by Chicago Bulls. Second to last timeout with 2:12 to go. Yeah, you see the fan reacting to this one? It looks like that Miami Heat fans are definitely going to be making their punching their way to the battle for the 8th seed. It seemed like there might be a possible chance if they could make it. I've seen it before here the last postseason. Remember what happened with the Bulls against the other team by the Heat? They've really been pushed out. thinking that this might be the only moment, they didn't really stand a chance afterwards. Because that might be the only take is that we might be seeing another rematch for the Cavaliers and the Heat. Let's hope there is a payoff prize. We'd love to see what's going on. I agree, so I think this might be a great time to do for it. Let's see what happens. Don't forget, folks, we have our second game coming up for you for 9:30 p.m. That will be the Kings and Mavericks at the American Airlines Center. That will be the next part of the game to keep your eyes on the game to get their next position. And that'll be all games here coming up on Son of Beast. Be sure to subscribe to this channel and don't forget to click on the notification bell so you don't miss out with some new opportunities to check out the gameplay actions. Don't miss out here with some more, plenty of action. Now it's time to present the New Balance player of the game, Bam Adebayo. He's really like on a tough start away. I mean, that fade off is just a bend off playing actually the better chance. He's really like all well already. Look how good he is. He makes a great chance to try to push everything on his limit. Pass percentage speed, he really took it all. I love his energy. They're in the final 2 minutes in the fourth quarter as Giddey tries to pull the pass. The Boosie guys, off it goes to stop on Anderson. He's got another slam here for the Bulls. Hero, and they're watching their time going down. Hero thinks to make some changes. Adebayo, step up for two. That misses again for Adebayo. Ball right toward the wing. Ball looking around, in the move, and he's fouled. No fucking one for Lonzo Ball. He almost would have had it, but he couldn't get it in. Has another foul already. My goodness, that ball is just like on a hard drive. He couldn't get it over it. Lonzo Ball heading for the line, shooting two. Looks like there could be a tightness of the game for 55-42. Might be prediction number. I mean, I don't know if it might. I mean, we'll see.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Drops the first free throw. Well, he's definitely a little unaggressive, and maybe this is what happens with Lonzo Ball. He's been really staggering up. I don't see what the question is for Lonzo Ball, but he's looking like he's like a heavy take. He's not a quick starter, but he's just giving all that he got. He's trying to do everything. That's all he cares. And he drops the second. 55-42 is the score. Hero on his way down. Hero for the finish. Lose the ball. Ball's got it. Now the fast break on the Bulls. Here he comes. Bulls scores. Makes the drive and they're back down by 10. Hero back the other way. Under 90 seconds in the fourth, he now finds Adebayo. Adebayo trying to go right over to Duncan Robinson. Around Bullis, no good. Bullis is with the rebound. Down to a final man, they got to do something to make the threes or the two. Vucevic, nowhere to go. Open the shot, nice tee by Adebayo. He drops it and he pulls it over right toward the way, and he drops it again. Yeah, he couldn't just try to like beat over it again. He really took everything. And now look at this. The crowd is starting to go silent now. Adebayo's ready to take on their next team to face against the Atlanta Hawks. Vucevic, easy score. And here's Hero. Down to 35 seconds left. Wait some time patiently here. As with this one, it will be the end of the road for the Bulls. They couldn't get it done now. Yeah, they definitely did. I mean, all what happens now, I mean, it's just a finish, but then nobody takes it every day. And it'll be a shot clock violation for the Heat. And the last substitution will be on Hero's team of the Heat and the Bulls. 3 players are checked off the court. Rozier, Mitchell, and Hawkins Jr. are checked on the court. And the other 5 are all checked out. Final play for the Bulls. Herder, last take for Ballistis. Rebound by Collins. And that will do it. Anderson and the team are moving on to the Battle of the 8th seed to take on against the Atlanta Hawks. 58-46 is your final score in United Center. Well, it's been like a big bang on the bay ever. And with that, sorry, the Bulls. I mean, we hope to see you all again very soon. But congrats on making a way to try to keep the season alive. But as for now, it's been the end of a journey. And that's going to wrap it up, folks. Along with Valuable Force, I'm Paintbrush, along with Terry Crews. I hope you enjoyed this part of your first doubleheader of the 9 vs 10 seed. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you all again next time. Take care, everybody. Good night. Alright guys, thank you so much, and what a game this is. Bulls eliminated, and they are done for the season. They are going home to finish it off with this improvement, and Heat are moving on to take on against the Hawks, the battle of the 8th seed. That's of course that we're looking for. Now you know for Tyler Hero, he really made it all done possible. But how does he move along? Well, everyone stands a chance. Here's how you give it a total statistics. 51% for the field goals for Miami Heat. And it was only 29 and 75% for the three-pointers and the free throws for the Chicago Bulls. 9 fast break points turned to be like almost the same as popularity. 28 points in the paint for Miami Heat. 4 second chance points for both teams. A little bit strong start offensively, but tight this game. Then 21 bench points for Miami Heat with 23 assists. Then 8 offensive rebounds for Chicago Bulls. 27 defensive rebounds for Miami Heat. 5 steals and 4 blocks with 6 turnovers for Miami. Both teams received 4 team fouls. Nothing was increased. 6 dunks for Chicago, and nothing for Miami for another dunk. Looks like they loved their performance better than the Heat. 17 biggest lead, 16:59 was their time of possession with only 2 timeouts to remain. Well, that stands a chance, as a wearer has already been down, it's a finish. Yeah, it's definitely like anyone that does prove it at all. But I gotta say, for now, I mean, win for Heat, you gotta play it for, you gotta win it on the Heat to make it look fire and rateable. And now it's time to present your New Balance free star players of the game. I started with you there, Test Tube. Let's have your take. Alright, thank you so much. As we're ready to start things off, I can't wait to see what the 3 players are like. Starting off with number 3, as I give it a good look here, there was no scores to give it to, for example, but Tyler Hero was the finishing one to have it all finished up with 10 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 out of 6 field goals with 1 3-pointer, and only 21 performance effort. Only where, twisted left knee, it was the end of his night to finish up with 4 quarters that he done for. Now, moving into number 2, as we are looking over, is Nikola Vucevic. 11 points with 9 rebounds, 5 out of 11 field goals with 1 3-pointer, and 11 performance. Just 1 dunk. He really took all of it, and with unlucky make, he finally nailed the 3-pointer. He definitely had it all what he had been going through. Gotta keep it going. And over to you, Tyler. What's your first star? Well, first star is going to be the New Balance player of the game, Bam Adebayo. 11 points with 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 out of 7 field goals with 1 3-pointer. Only 22 performance effort. That's why that Bam Adebayo has been on a strong defensive effort, and now they're racing their team to get into the battle of the 8th seed. Let's see what they can do. Alright guys, thank you so much. And for that one, the first game of the doubleheader has been complete. But don't worry, we've got a second game coming up for you. It's the Kings and the Mavs at Dallas to get started for our next play-in tournament for win or go home. Well, we'll see you all later, everybody. And as for right now, we're wrapping it up for the first game of the night. Peace out, folks, for a while as the NBA 2k25 of the play-in tournament, the 9 vs 10 seed dial. This is me, Phone, along with Test Tube and Tyler Beast. So long, everybody, and good night in Chicago.
If you don't, somebody will.